MomoCon. It's Atlanta's answer to Comic-Con. You won't want to miss it.
Ready? All right, everyone, we'd like to welcome our next guest. We have Jordan JaxBlade, and we're going to go ahead and start with our first question.
Okay.
Carnell from Carnell Holley Pictures. You are a fitness trainer, anime fan. Now, what is your Mount Rushmore of waifus and why?
Oh God, my Mount Rushmore of waifus and why. That is good. Definitely. My favorite anime of all time is How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. So I gotta put my girl Sakura Hibiki on there. Gotta put my girl Mirko on there from My Hero Academia. Okay, absolutely love her to death. After that, we go in gaming wise. Like even though sort of like you don't get to see it, fully appreciate it. Like I would definitely add like someone like Tifa up there. But then of course I gotta add the legendary GOAT Chun-Li like all day, every day. Had to add her. She's just absolutely incredible.
I concur.
Yes.
So you are a content creator. Can you tell us a little bit more about your YouTube channel?
Okay, tell you more about my YouTube channel, sure. So basically what I did was, I always loved fitness training, but I've always loved anime as well. So one of the things I always wanted to do was, when I was younger, I would always Google like, work out like this character, but I couldn't find it. Or I was like, work out to train like so-and-so, but I could never find it. And so I was like, well, I'm actually a certified personal trainer. I could do that. And so I just steadily started making content based on like fictional characters. So it was like Sonic and Rainbow Dash, Samurai Jack, or Batman, the classic stuff. And then I was like, you know what? Let me move on to anime because there's just so many anime things. Because I had the OG of actual anime fitness is a person by the name of Steven Eric Ross, who is the anime trainer. I call him like my sensei because he is just like absolute goat of all this stuff. And so like I started doing my version of that. And, you know, it picked off, called Tough Like the Tunes. And, yeah, we've worked together, like, several times now. So, yeah, he's really awesome. I always say, like, he's, like, the GOAT and stuff like that. And I'm, like, the student of him. But, yeah, like, that's how I got started. And then it just went from there. Oh, yes, sure. Go ahead.
So who are because I'm a subscriber,
Yeah.
and I love the fitness element to your content. Now, who would you say are your I go with that Rushmore Mount Rushmore of male characters that fitness training.
Okay.
If I'm phrasing it right.
Okay, no, that's perfect. Definitely Goku. He's gonna be number one. My man Rock Lee, have to put him up there. Though, like, it's always weird because I always want to put like Guy and Rock Lee together, but it's just like Rock Lee. I'll just give him the thing right now. Number three, Ippo from Hajime no Ippo. I love that boxing anime. It's absolutely incredible, so inspirational. And oh my God, boy, there's so many great ones. I've been on a One Piece mood lately, so I would definitely say Zoro then, because I've been such a One Piece mood, like definitely, like, because I would go like, yeah, definitely Goku, Ippo, Rock Lee, and then right now I'm in the Zoro mood, like just seeing him do his badass stuff is gonna put me like, yeah, I'm in the Zoro mood, but it could change, like it could definitely change depending on the day. Yes, I'll go you and then.
So, like you going off the last question, a lot of anime characters have different training regimens. In your opinion, who has the most realistic training regimen that we can actually do, and who has the most unbelievable, this is just pure fantasy style training regimen, like training at 100 times per day?
Right. Well, one thing I'll always get, so who has the most realistic and who has the most unrealistic that like we could do training wise? I think realistically, there's a lot of stuff in Hajime no Ippo that's very grounded that you could definitely do in real life. Like there's some things where it's like, okay, that's a bit excessive. But then there's other things where it's like, okay, no, that works. That works so well for what they're doing. Unrealistic. See, the gravity training is a really valid one. Though I will give them a slight edge because they're aliens, so I'm like, you're an alien, so of course you can handle this and stuff like that. Even though the Z Fighter humans, they like handle crazy stuff all the time. Though like, there's a lot of stuff in like, like One Piece, like with Zoro and stuff like that. And it's like, you are how old and you're lifting a boulder? What do you mean? No devil. What do you mean by that? And it's just like there's various things like where you look at certain things like absolutely not, absolutely not. Another one is like, even Batman to a degree, because it's like, when do you sleep? Like, when do you sleep? Like, how are you able to do all this stuff? But yeah, it's absolutely just crazy. So I would definitely say like realistic, Ippo, most unrealistic. If we want to go the easy route, definitely the Saiyans, because 1,000 times gravity is just like all that stuff. But if you want to go like someone who's like human, probably stuff like in like One Piece, where it's like, wait, so you just basically fought a bunch of baboons, and now you can fight like you can cut buildings in half. Like what? It's crazy stuff like that. Mm. Oh, and you had a question?
Well, I can kind of bounce off him. Have you done the One Piece, One Punch? Workout?
Oh yes, actually, the One Punch Man workout. Have I done it? There is actually This is one of those times I get to pull the hipster card where it's like I watched One Punch Man. I knew One Punch Man way before the anime ever came out. Like I saw when it was like drawn on a napkin basically when one used to do it, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. And then Yusuke Murata started drawing, and it was like, this is beautiful. I can't wait. I hope this gets to anime in 2015, lo and behold. And so I remember I actually did that workout for 14 days when I was 22 years old. And I was like, I was going in, I did it. But then like on day 14, my knees just gave out on me because of all the running. I was just like, oh my God. And then like I was thinking like, if I stuck with this, I could have unlimited power. But no, it was just like, no, I can't. I love the One Punch Man like training regimen of it being so simple. But there are also certain things though. I look at it as like an actual coach where I'm like, oh, you're not hitting in any rear delts. You're gonna have like horrible like shoulder issues if you don't like train that. And then there's other things. It's like you're only doing sit-ups but not doing any like posterior chain work or lower back work. I'd be like, okay, yeah, definitely need something to fix that. But like, yeah, I love the One Punch Man workout. I think it's super fun. Yes. Oh, you had a question, did?
Yeah. How important is your physical fitness or physique to your cosplay?
To cosplay? Oh, physical fitness to physique to cosplay. I think it depends because sometimes I like, there's some people out there who are just like so confident with it where they're just like, oh, I may not be as like cut as Luffy, but I'm going to rock it. And it's just like, no, I find that so admirable because like, I don't care. I love this character. I do it. And I'm like, I encourage people to do that. I think for me, like, it depends on like what type of character it's like. For instance, if I was cosplaying a Inosuke, like I do like to like, spend a few weeks, get my diet in check so I can like get the abs and the muscles all cut up for it. But like other times it's just like, okay, I think it depends. I think it like can boost it a certain way, but now they got like, I saw a dude out there with like the fake muscle suit now. So it's like, you don't even need to like work out for it because it's just like, you got this unless like you're like trying to like flirt with someone and go like, yeah, let's go back to my room. Then just like, so anyways, it's just like, something like that. But there's stuff like that that goes on, but that's all I think about it.
So I'm a fan of the content, but for those that are on the fence about getting a fitness regimen, how would you motivate them to go in realistically and to keep at it?
Okay. No problem. I love that question. Where it's like, how would I motivate someone to keep at it and then go with it with fitness stuff? What I would do personally is everyone has different like goals for themselves and everyone has different like ways to entertain themselves. Some people just sadly do not like weightlifting or like going to the gym or doing this sort of stuff. So what I do is I try to find a healthy activity that they can stay consistent with. Because one of the things people don't talk about is if you are consistent, you can make such great results because like it doesn't matter because you're having fun with it. You're not thinking of it and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, you don't like lifting? Well, why don't you try gymnastics? There's a gymnastics place you can try all this other stuff out that builds muscle and does a bunch of stuff that'll just make you super athletic. Or oh, you want to like do like a bunch of rock climbing or something like that. That's super fun. It gets your energy going. Or you can play VR, go swimming, try a martial arts class, boxing, any of that stuff. And it's just like, yeah, try any of these engaging things of lifting is it. But if it's like, oh, I want to be consistent because I want to get this physique, I just say first get a program. And nothing like too hectic because what happens to a lot of people is they get these like, oh, this is 5 days a week. And this is like, I'm going to fry my central nervous system. I got to do all this cardio. I got a strict diet and stuff like that. So it's just like, I say start with like 3 days a week lifting and then, like daily walks and stuff like that instead of like, doing cardio. Like just like, instead of doing like intense cardio, just like, daily walks, like just aim to get like, 10,000 steps or like 60 minutes walking, something like that. And yeah, I would say do that consistently, and then you'll start to notice your body change, and I think it just has phenomenal results all around. But like, if you don't like something and it's just like, oh, I really want this, it's going to be harder, like, because you do it. But if you're just like, oh, I just want to stay consistent, and that's like, oh, I found this thing, it makes it so much easier, I found. Yes, go ahead.
All right, so on your YouTube channel, you've amassed a little over 634,000 subscribers, and on your other social media platforms, you have a huge following. Did this happen overnight, and were you mentally prepared when your virility moment hit and you started to blow up?
Oh, okay. I remember this so vividly. So that's a good question. So like, did I prepare for my virality when I hit like 634,000 subscribers? Oh, so basically what happened was I remember I was working at Burger King and I was uploading every Saturday. I was just like, I'm just going to upload every Saturday at 10 a.m. because I love Saturday morning cartoons. And I was like, this is my thing. I'm going to go like 7 a.m. And so I did that. And I like one video, I remember like One Punch Man just started playing on Toonami, and I was like, oh, it's coming up to the dub episode of the training scene. I was like, let me actually break this down from a personal trainer perspective, just to put it out there for the people. So I did that. It was like August 2016, and then I remember I started noticing certain things. I was like, oh wow, this is doing really good. It got like 20K views in like a week. Usually my videos, it took like a week for them to hit 1,000 at the point. Like I was just very slow. And then I was like, oh dang, it's going up. I got 50,000. Oh, my subscribers are going up too. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then I started noticing like, oh no, they're keep going up. And then it went up from like, I went from like, because I was just doing casual stuff before. So like I got like to 10K, but I wasn't serious with it. I was just like, oh, this is just meme stuff. And then all of a sudden I shot up to 60K subscribers. And I was just like, oh, damn. And I was like, well, I want to keep this momentum going. What can I do? So I was like, let me do this video. Let me do this video. Let me do this. And so I stayed consistent over and over and over. And then I just played it on and off, just like being consistent with stuff that like I wanted to do, but also what my audience wanted to see. And so like, that's how I mentally prepped for it. It was just like, give them what they want and do what you enjoy. Like, I don't want to do something where it's like, oh, I got viral for something I don't like doing. So it's just like, I want to like keep doing stuff that I'm passionate about. So yeah, I just steadily took it that way. That's how I took it. It was just like, oh wow, like this is actually taking off and this can do something. So that's how I looked at it. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I think it's great people who can take their passion and turn it into a business. So at what point did you start offering trading programs?
Oh, so I'm actually a personal trainer by trade. I've actually been one since 2010. I started YouTube in like 2013-ish is when I got serious. Before it was just like meme stuff. It was due to like, again, like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic did a lot of stuff. But like, no, it was one of those situations where for years prior, I was a personal trainer. Like in high school, people would come up to me and ask for programs and be like, yo, so what can I do for this? And I would make them one. And then like, I was like, oh, you can actually make this a career. So I went to college, got a degree in kinesiology, stuff like that. Helped with my training and stuff like that. I would train clients in the actual gym. And then I was like, oh, I'm such a big nerd of this anime fitness stuff. I want to like add to this. So did that. And I started noticing like, oh, I can actually help people online because I'm getting all these subscribers and they want me to train them like I train my in-person clients. So I was like, okay, I can do that. So I just started to take it piece by piece and be like, hey, so I'm offering training online. You can go email me here, and then we would set up a meeting and see if it worked out. And so that's what I've been doing a lot more frequently, is just training people online. And it's been super, like, I love helping people and stuff like that, and meeting like various fans who are also, because we have a different bond. It's like, all right, just think of Rock Lee when he was doing this. It's like, okay, I got you. And they all call me Sensei too when we're coaching. So it's just like, yeah, sorry, you got this. So it's awesome. Yes.
Hey, so I don't remember if you did a full video on this, but you there was bullying involved. I remember the Dragon Ball. When you experienced that, how did you get through that you would say would help others that have experienced the same thing?
Oh, okay. So basically how I got through the bullying and stuff like that. So like, it was just a big deal during childhood. And one of the things that I thought I always saw Goku, and he was so nice and so kind, but he could like beat people up who were like wrongdoing, and I was like, this is such a motivational guy. I want to be like him. And so when I started training, that was one of the things I was like, I want to do that. And then I also want to show people who may not be as athletic like Goku that you can transform like it. Because that was one of the things I loved is like you actually saw him train. It wasn't like Superman who just magically was blessed, or like Spider-Man who got like bit or anything like that. It was just like, no, I worked out a lot and I got this strong. So I thought that was super, super inspirational. And so when I was able to transform myself, I was like, I can help others do the same thing. So that's what I was able to do.
Last question.
Yes. Oh yeah, you had one.
So you talk about how you was in high school doing training for people then.
Yeah.
But what's your origin story? What was your first thing that got you into the path of this?
Oh, the first thing that got me into the path of this was basically, again, like I was bullied as a kid, and then like I'll watch anime, and it motivated me to train. But then like in high school, I met a couple people who were like also going to the gym and stuff like that, and then I started going with them, and then that's what really lit the spark in me. Because before I was just sort of just doing push-ups and calisthenics at home, and that's when I first started lifting, and I was like, this is awesome, I love this. And then after that, I was like, no, I want to like get really involved in this. And so I fell in love with weightlifting there, and then like watching anime and like learning different techniques, I fell in love with that. And so I was like, oh, I can actually help people better with that. So that's what motivated me, was just like meeting my friends, going to the gym, and then utilizing stuff and like learning all these different things. That's what motivated me. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.